Hi, I'm Cora.
I'm Addie.
And I'm Addison.
And this is Girl, I've Got You. First part of this episode is going to be outgrowing friends. And then, first question. Have you ever found yourself drifting away from your friends over time, and how can you help someone deal with that going into high school? So.
I think communication is the biggest thing for me. Like, I kind of cut my friends off on accident when freshman year started, and like my two best friends from middle school, like we struggled a lot with that. It was actually a whole thing. But anyway, don't stop talking to people just because like they go to a different school than you,
Or
like,
because you want to change with like scenery or something like that.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
Hold on to what you got, I guess, is the way to say it.
Yeah, if you have a good bond, don't blow the people off that are like close to you for new people or just because you have a change of scenery or something.
Yeah. And that kind of goes into how do you know when to hold on to meaningful relationships and when to let go of ones that no longer serve you. So ones that you just don't know if you want to still be friends with them anymore.
I think it depends on how you just feel. Like if you feel good around them.
Yeah,
Like if you leave a hangout and you're smiling
and you
that's
feel
something-
fulfilled, or
Yeah.
you feel like you can go on with your day.
If you don't have like a single negative thought, like you're like, I mean, you're just leaving and you're smiling, then that's a sign that that's a good thing to have. But if you're leaving and you're having doubts or you're feeling upset or anything negative, that's probably a sign that it's either not serving you or starting to not
Yeah.
serve you.
thing is it's not like they have to serve you. It's more like if you're like overthinking hanging out with them, or you feel like you're not going to be able to bond over the things that truly matter to you as a person, then they're not going to be as good of a friend. And you can have varying amounts of friendships with people and it still be okay. Like, you don't have to cut somebody off just because you guys don't believe in the same thing or understand each other well. You just like have to distance yourself well enough to know that I respect you, but you're not gonna bring me a healthy friendship like this other person will.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so like a big change from middle school to high school is, I mean, personally, I went to a teeny tiny charter school, so this was like we all went to
Yeah, we all went to private
schools.
schools or like very small
So-
schools.
The change was big.
And you're gonna find someone out there who matches you, and it may take time.
Yeah, like I mean,
And like
I didn't meet her till this year.
Yeah.
And like you're gonna lose people each year, you're gonna gain people each year, you might hold on to people each year. Like it's really just depends on that different point in your life. And that kind of goes into like, in my opinion, like people no matter what are gonna be there for a certain reason.
Yeah.
Like almost like everything happens for a reason. Like they're like in that part of your life, not just because of anything, like just because they needed
They're
you.
gonna teach you things that you didn't even know you need
Yeah.
to be taught.
Yeah.
Like,
It might be good, it might be bad, but
Yeah, I'm a true believer in every single person that comes into your life is meant to teach you a lesson. Like every
That's not
single
it.
person who comes into your life and you're close with is there to teach you a lesson. It's either good or bad, but there's always purpose behind it, and it's good to learn from others as well.
Yeah.
Cybertruck.
I just want to see one thing or else.
Can you see it?
Anywho,
anyway.
I also think that if you feel confused about who you're hanging out with and if they are serving any good in your life, and if you feel like you still want to be friends with them or not, this shouldn't just be a second decision, especially if they've been with you for a while. I think that you probably should take some time alone. Don't hang out with a bunch of people like the day of. Don't like I would just take some time alone, reflect, maybe go back and think about certain like moments and like things that you guys done together. Like I remember one time I had this friend, I didn't really think that we were gonna be friends much longer, so I looked through my camera roll, I looked through some like hangouts, and I was like, how did I feel after that? Did I feel better? Like, and I kind of just like use that to decide for me, honestly. But don't make it a split decision thing.
Yeah, think on it.
Yeah.
There's a difference between like leaving one hangout and feeling maybe a little upset, and a difference between leaving 10 hangouts and feeling upset
Yes.
all 10 times. Like a conflict between friends is one thing, that's normal, people fight. But if you're leaving every time, then that's a sign. But
Mhm.
don't cut people off over one thing, because
Yeah.
chances are you can fix it. Surround yourself with people who are okay with you taking time alone.
You also shouldn't feel pressure to lie and make a lie
Yeah.
up and be like, no, I can't, like, I have so much work to do, like, I'm not feeling good right now. Just literally tell them straight up, because that's
Tell
what
them the
honest,
truth.
healthy relationships are. You should be comfortable with telling them the truth. So,
Honesty is important.
Well, and like a lot of it's miscommunication is like where a lot of the issues stem from, is because you didn't read their body language well, or like they said something that got to you but they didn't even mean it like that.
like, alone time is important, especially growing up and being in high school. Spending time alone is honestly, in my opinion, like the best medicine. Like, you have to be okay with being comfortable by yourself and
Yeah.
spending time with yourself and taking care of yourself before you go and you hang out with a bunch of people and you take care of other people. So,
Yeah. I mean, learning to be alone is the most valuable thing I've ever done for myself.
Same.
it's great.
If you take anything away from this episode, is learn to be okay with yourself
Mhm.
and be alone.
You're like the only person that's going to care about you 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Everybody else has their lives and their own crap going on. You're the only person that's aware of everything that's going on in your life and how you feel. So like if you aren't letting yourself process things and like understand how you feel and why you feel that way,
So the question is, how do you stay grounded in yourself while there's also so many challenges and changes going on around you? So,
you have to do the uncomfortable things and be okay with doing them. Like for me personally, like I'm Catholic, so like if I pray, I have, like, it's part of it to do the sign of the cross, and doing that in public is scary, especially around like 17-year-olds. Like we're all judging each other and we know it, so like
even if you're not meaning to, like,
Yeah.
it's just like human nature. So,
like everybody's aware of like the little things, and like then you get in your own head about it. So like for me, like I was always scared to like pray sometimes, and that's silly because at the end of the day nobody cares if I pray or not, but that's just me doing my thing. And then I was too worried about what other people would think, so I wasn't confident enough to show my faith. So like
Yeah.
learning that was okay and that I can still do that, and my friends can have completely different faiths or beliefs or whatever, and they're still gonna care about me for the person I am, was really like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
satisfying to the
Yeah.
soul, you know?
At the end of the day, the little things don't matter.
if you're afraid that it's gonna matter, think about how it's gonna be in like a distance from now. Like, you could say like a week from now, a year from now. Like, if it's even like a bigger thing, is that one bee gonna affect you that much? Like, it's not the end of the world. You're fine. So,
Everything is just like a little blip in your whole life. Like you're gonna remember it, but it's not gonna define your entire life. Like don't let things like that define the rest of your life. All the hard things teach you something.
exactly.
So you'll learn from it, and you'll change as a person, and you'll grow as a person.
Yeah, you might
for
think
the
that you're
better.
not gonna get anything from it. Like, it might be a very bad situation. It might be like, this is just like terrible for me. It's not gonna define who you are.
Yeah.
Don't let it define who you are.
I have a weird analogy with this. So
Let's hear it.
freshman
Go
year,
crazy.
freshman year when like it was a bad spot for me, right? My mom made me do this thing where we drew a bunch of like circles, different sizes, and on this piece of paper I had to pick the things that were really big and put them in the big circles, and then the small things put them in the small circles. So the idea was like this whole page was filled with all these things that were important to me, but once I filled them in and how like much they stressed me out or how big they were in my life, I could nix out the small ones, so then it got to just the big ones. Well, that's where my core is. So if those are the actual things that stress me out, I need to focus on those more. All those little things are building on the big things, so it feels like all of this is crumbling all at once, but really all those little things that are getting to you don't matter, but you won't know that until you like let yourself figure out. So like for me, I'm a visual learner, so that's why
Yeah.
I had to
I was
draw
about to
out these
say,
circles.
like that's a perfect way to visualize how you're feeling, because some people can't express how they're feeling with words, but if you can put it down on a piece of paper, write it down. There's so many ways that you can get it out without speaking. Like
Yeah.
even with speaking, there's so many ways to talk about how you're feeling.
Or to
and-
express how you're feeling.
Yeah. I mean, there's therapy, there's talking to friends, get your good bubble, get like the people you feel safe with and talk to them. There's your parents, like there's journaling,
There's your freaking cats or dogs
like,
or goldfish.
just
like,
talk to your hamster.
dude, I talk
He
to my
doesn't
cats all the
care.
time.
But going back to therapy is not a weakness. That is
No.
not something that you should be ashamed of.
No.
That was a saving grace for me at one point in my life. Like,
Oh,
it's good.
yeah. I go to therapy and I am proud to go to therapy. It's so healthy for you to express your emotions, and whatever way you do it, it will be better instead of keeping it in.
Yeah,
And-
because it will bottle up, and it will, like you said earlier, it will come out eventually all at once or in little segments, and those periods in your life that are going to be
Yeah.
so much worse than if you just expressed yourself. Our final question is going to be, what was something unexpected you learned about yourself during your freshman year that shaped who you are today? For context, we're juniors now.
I guess I've just kind of learned more about myself and who I am and the things that I
So
like
much.
and the things that I'm comfortable with and the people I want to surround myself with. Like I guess I've learned the kind of person that I want to be
Yes.
and the kind of and learn the actions to take to make myself that person.
Yeah, like
I
the
guess.
person you want to strive to be,
Yeah.
and not who you want to just fit in and be
Yeah.
like this clone of who you think people want you to be.
Yeah. Be who you want to be, not what
Be
you
who
think
you
other
are.
people.
Like, I liked what you said, Addison, about like the whole like I can't just say one thing, but I think one of the big things that triggered all of those responses that you had, for me at least, was the fact that I realized I put too much validation through the eyes of other people rather than through myself. So like I was too focused about, like, also compliments didn't sit in. Like if I got a compliment, it wouldn't mean anything because I had such horrible negative self-talk that like it didn't mean anything. But I also lived for that. Wouldn't believe it, but I also needed it, because if somebody didn't validate what I was trying to be, then I also felt like I wasn't enough.
Yeah, don't crave validation. Make sure
Crave
you're.
it
That's harder said than
Yeah.
done.
It is
It is
really hard.
But
I crave validation probably once every day, if not even more.
Oh yeah, I still catch
Yeah.
myself doing it, but like you should be able to look in the
Everyone does
mirror
it.
and be like, I look great today.
Even
And
if you don't look great in your opinion, you should lie
You
to
should just
yourself.
be like, I look beautiful today, and
It's
I'm
not
a
a
great
lie
person.
for it.
You're
It's
right.
true.
You're right. This is like something I saw. I think it was what Kendall Jenner do, where she put a little picture of her younger self on her mirror every day, and she would look at her like little self, and she would be like, "This little girl thought she was it." Like you wouldn't talk so negative about yourself to her, so don't say it to yourself. Like you wouldn't say these things to her. So I think worst comes to worst, if you feel like you need to do something like that, I would, because like, would you talk to another person the way you're talking about yourself? The
Yeah.
big thing.
Also, the way you talk to yourself becomes your reality, whether you realize it or not. So, like, if you tell yourself you're not enough, you're not going to be enough. Because you've already told yourself you're not going to be able to reach that goal.
It's manifestation, kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, however you put it, like whatever energy you're putting out is the energy that you'll get back. So just be positive. Be positive to yourself. Be positive to
I'm
others.
not gonna lose anything from it.
No,
And
and if people don't match your positive energy,
Then that's.
then they're not meant for you, and that's
Exactly.
okay. And change happens, and change is okay.
I very much believe in like your person that you're gonna find, whether it be in a relationship or the family you find. It's like based off of like what you put out there for life. Like you're gonna attract certain people.
Yeah.
You're gonna attract so many different people. I think that's one thing from freshman till now is I've been in so many different social settings, but within every single person I've met, how different they are, I've seen good in all of them. Like they're all really good people, no matter how different they are. So I wouldn't judge anyone. And yeah, just be yourself.
Yeah. Be yourself, because you'll attract people who see you for you and not who you think you should be.
And it might be the people that you meet the first day of freshman year that stick by your side the rest of the time. Like,
If you're lucky, yeah.
If you're lucky.
Okay.
You really.
hold on. I have some people in my life that have been that way since day one, and then I've had other people that had to go their own direction, and that's okay too. But like, don't throw away a group just because you want to be higher in the like social hierarchy or something.
Yeah, don't push someone down the ladder just to climb up. Like,
What the? Yes, ma'am. This is what therapy does. Like, you become an open
See,
person.
therapy is great.
I think our key takeaways is be yourself.
Be yourself. Learn to be with yourself. Learn to be who you are, and you'll attract the right people.
The right
and
time.
if the wrong people are in your life, then it's okay for them to leave.
It's okay to let them go.
Yeah.
If they serve no purpose in your life, let them go. And if there's a negative reaction from that, it's not your problem.
Yeah.
It's who you want to be and how you want to come across in this life. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's our first episode.
Yay!
Bye.
It's gone.
That's an example of something not serving you.
Exactly. No. Yeah.
But also to preface, like, we're
Oh my God.
juniors and
I'm so
See, I
sorry.
told you. I literally called
jumping
it.
the fence. I
I
don't
said-
know. It's these random teenage boys. She's like, we're just sitting. I hope we don't like get talked to. Like, they're like,
Should we
at
get,
least
like,
we're not
next to them?
teenage boys like jumping the fence. I just watched a teenage boy try to jump the fence. There's no shot
Called
that
it.
just happened.
oh, it always makes me nervous when I see like
Old people.
drive.
Old people period.
One time I almost got hit by a granny.
I'm trying to find this.
Any hoodle just came out of your mouth. I'm so sorry. I couldn't.
Like 3 times you said that.
There's a kid trying to jump in. What's, like, I don't know. I don't have a question for this setup. Wait, maybe I
Bob
do.
Marley's 80th birthday.
Who?
Bob Marley's 80th birthday.
Happy birthday, King.
Happy birthday. Should we sing to him?
Don't worry about a thing.
Be who you are.